Hello, everybody. It's Lorraine. This class, we're going to be talking about interviews. So we're going to look at 10 things not to say in an interview. And then we'll be looking at questions and how to formulate answers for those questions that show you off to your best ability. So we're just waiting for people to join the class. If you are a premium member, you can join right now, or if you have a reservation, you can join now. Premium membership means that you are guaranteed a seat at any class you want to get into, so it's always a good thing to do. And we're starting to get some people coming on. And I'll greet you. Hello, Silvio.
Hello.
Hello, Silvio. Good. Welcome to class.
Hi.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
What country are you from, Silvio?
I'm from Italy.
From Italy. Italy.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, welcome to class. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Amit. Good morning, Amit. Well, it's good morning for me. What time is it for you?
Well, it is 3 o'clock right now.
3 o'clock in the afternoon?
Yeah.
And where are you, Amit? I've forgotten.
I'm from Estonia.
Estonia?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, wonderful. Welcome to class.
Thanks.
Okay, we have lots of people viewing. I'm hoping more people are going to come on. Mohammed. Oh, where's Mohammed? There he is. Hello, Mohammed. Welcome to class. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Hello.
Welcome to class. Where are you from, Mohammed?
Thank you. I am from Egypt.
From Egypt. Welcome. Is it nice weather in Egypt today?
Yes, very nice.
Good. Okay, we're getting some more people on. I'll greet them. Where are they? Okay. Zakaria? Is that how you pronounce your name? Zakaria?
Yes. Hello, my name is
Hello.
Zakaria.
Zakaria, good. Welcome,
Yes.
Zakaria. Where are you from?
I am from Turkey.
From Turkey. Excellent. Welcome to class.
Thank you.
Stas? Aladdin, you have a lot of background noise. If you could mute your mic when you're not talking, that would be helpful. Aladdin? Thank you. Okay, so Stas, welcome.
Thank you.
Where are you from?
I'm from Kazakhstan.
From Kazakhstan. Okay, that's wonderful. What's the weather like in Kazakhstan?
Sorry?
What is the weather like where you are? Is it hot or cold?
No, cold and raining.
Cold and raining. Oh, that doesn't sound like fun. Welcome to class.
Thank you.
Ria, am I pronouncing your name correctly?
Yes, hello. It's
Hello,
Ria.
it's Ria. Hello, Ria. Where are you from?
I'm from India.
From India. Great. Welcome to class.
Thank you.
Nazro?
Hello, how are you?
Hello. I'm very well. How are you?
I'm doing good, thanks.
That's good. And where are you from, Nazro?
I'm from Algeria.
Algeria. Am I pronouncing your name correctly?
Yeah, perfectly.
Good, thank you. And Manel? Manel? Are you there? Hello, Manel. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name right. Manel Mucci? No? Okay. Farous? Hello.
teacher. Fairuz.
Hello. Fairuz?
Hello. Fairuz,
Okay.
yes.
Fairuz. Okay,
It is a
good.
little bit difficult.
No, it's okay. As long as I hear you say it, I can say the same thing. Fairuz.
You can make it short in Fifi.
Fifi.
Yes.
Okay, I like that. Fifi. Where are you
It's a
from,
bit
Fifi?
better. Okay.
What country are you from, Fifi?
I'm from Algeria.
Algeria? Okay, welcome to class.
Thank you so much, kind of you.
And Aladdin?
Hello,
Hello, welcome to class.
thanks.
Where are you from, Aladdin?
I'm from Algeria too.
Okay, wonderful. Some people from Algeria. Okay, so this class that we're going to do is about job interviews. If you are looking for a job, then you want to put your best foot forward. That's kind of a saying, but meaning sound your best, look your best when you go for an interview. It's hard to get interviews, so if you do get an interview, you want to make sure that the interviewer remembers you in a good way. But with that having been said, we're going to look at an article from a newspaper in the UK that talks about bad things that people have said in their interviews. That'll give us an idea of what not to say, and then we'll go on and look at good things to say when you're interviewing. Okay, so I'm going to share a screen with you. Also, I'll give you the, hopefully, yeah, there's the link to the article. So if you can have the article open and ready to read, that'd be great. And I'll screen share questions for you. Okay, here we go. Okay, can everybody see the screen share? If you can't see it, let me know. Okay, so I think everyone can see it. So the first thing we're going to do is some vocabulary. These are words that you will come across when we read the article. So let's see, we're going to start with Amit. The first word, can you read it for me? In the top left hand, right here. This word is ill. It's I-L-L.
Yeah, ILL.
Yeah, ill. I'm sorry, can you say it one more time? Yes, ill-chosen. Do you know what definition matches ill-chosen?
I don't know this word.
Okay. Does anybody else want to try? Anybody know what that might mean? Chosen is the past tense of to choose.
Badly selected object of choice.
Yes, exactly. A badly selected object of choice. So you chose something, but it was the wrong thing to choose. It doesn't work, or it wasn't really what you wanted. It's ill-chosen. Not chosen very well. Okay, good. Thank you. Amit. Oh no, I did Amit already. Abdullah, welcome. Abdullah, are you there?
Hi.
Hello. Welcome.
Hello, how are you? Thank you.
I'm good. We're just doing a screen share on vocabulary. And I would like, have you got it? You can see it?
Yeah, I have opened it, yeah.
Okay, so the next word, can you read the next word for me?
It's punctuality.
Yes, punctuality. And do you know what that means?
To be present at time. Oh, there's the definitions. Oh, I'm sorry. It means the ability to be prompt or on time.
Yes, very good. Okay, good. And Aladdin, can you do the next word?
Absence.
Uh-huh. Do you know
Not
what the
present.
definition?
Not
Yes.
present or lack of something.
Yes, good. Excellent. Okay, now here's a weird one. Mohammed, can you do the next word?
Sucked.
Yes.
Sucked.
Sucked.
Make it so that there is no way to return.
No, that's not which one. I'll give you a hint. Sucked is slang. It is not being used in the correct way, but this is what it means. So it's a slang.
Was really terrible.
Yes, it was really terrible. It sucked. Whoop. How come I don't have my suck down there? Uh-oh. Anyway, you're right. It was really terrible. I think I got my arrows out of order. And now, who's next? Nazro, yours is done for you. So can you read that one for me, please?
Burn your bridges?
Yes.
I think you did it.
I did. I'm sorry. I got my arrows out of order here. So yours was done for you. If you could just read it so everyone can hear it.
Make it so that there is no way to return.
Okay, so when you burn your bridges, you may be saying something terrible about somebody, and now you're always going to be enemies with that person, and you'll never be friends again. And that's making it so there's no way to return back to the way you were. You've burned your bridge. Okay, good, thank you. Now, Ria, the next one?
Prolific.
Yes.
Being very productive.
That's correct. Yeah, there's my sucked, and there's the prolific. Okay, good. Thank you. And Stas, the next one?
Profanities.
Yes, profanities.
Oh, sorry, I don't know this word.
Okay, take a look at the definitions that are left over. There are only 3. And try to guess which one you might think it would be. Take a guess at it. So there's this one here, and this one, and this one. Anybody else want to help him out? What do you think?
I think
Profanities.
Words that treat something sacred with abuse or contempt or swearing.
Yes, that's profanities. Exactly right. Good. Thank you. And Zakaria, the next one, please.
Yes, jargon, the
Okay.
technical language or idioms of a special activity or group.
That's right. Good. Thank you. And did we have somebody new come in? No. Okay, so back to Abdullah for the last one.
Fluorescent. It is
Fluorescent.
fluorescent.
We're going to stress the E here. Fluorescent.
Fluorescent.
Yes.
Means bright and glowing.
Yes. Okay, sometimes we've seen fluorescent lights, the big long tubes in the ceiling. That's a fluorescent light, bright and glowing. Good. Okay, great. So we're going to go now to the article and read it. I'll put it up on the screen share, and also if you have it on your screen, that would be good too, whichever is easiest to read. So here we go. Okay. So this article is called 10 Things Not to Say in a Job Interview. With many job hunters struggling to even get an interview, it would be doubly frustrating to throw the opportunity away by saying something stupid. Okay, so the first paragraph. Amit, can you read, starting from with the jobs market?
Okay, I'm reading. With the jobs market more competitive than ever, it can be hard work just to get an interview. So once you're actually in front of potential employers, you don't want to ruin your prospects with an ill-chosen comment.
Good, thank you. And Aladdin, the next paragraph.
Sadly, some job hunters still do speak before they think. Corinne Mills, Managing Director of Personnel Career Management, say she can recall many instances of interviewees saying the wrong thing. I remember when one man was asked why he wanted the job. He replied, "Because my mom thought it was a good idea," she says.
Okay, great, thank you. All right, who's next? Fifi, can you do the next paragraph, please? Fifi, are you there? Oh, no Fifi? Okay, we'll have to go on. Mohammed, can you do the next one then, please? Starting here, she adds.
Okay. She adds that some job hunters have also been known to say they have applied for a job because it will pay the rent while I look for a job I really want to do. And a common response to a question about what candidates like to do in their spare time is go to the pub.
Okay. Does everybody know what going to the pub means?
Yes.
To drink alcohol.
Yeah, it's very British to go to the pub. Okay, great, thank you. Who's next? Nasro, the next one.
Okay. Richard Knott, website director at cwjobs.co.uk says candidates should avoid discussing religion and politics. Employers like people who can talk passionately about their own interests, as it helps them to get to know you as a person. But we would always advise.
Can you read it?
Advise against sharing your views on these two topics without knowing if the interviewer shares that point of view.
Good, thank you. Ria?
Yes.
The next one, starting with we, and do point number 1, okay?
Okay. We asked Knott, Mills and Nick Pratap of Hayes Senior Finance for their list of the top things to avoid saying at a job interview. Number 1, sorry I'm late. It goes without saying that punctuality is key. Your interviewer doesn't want you to arrive for work 20 minutes late every morning.
Good, thank you. And Stas, can you give me point number 2?
Okay. What's your annual leave and sickness policy? It doesn't look good if before you have even been here, you are planning your absence from the company.
Okay, this word here is annual. Say annual.
Annual.
Annual. It means every year. Annual. Every year. So the time that you can take off every year. And this word here, you pronounce it hired.
Hired.
Hired, yes. And that's when somebody says, okay, you can come and work for me. You've been hired. Okay, good, thank you.
Thank you.
And Zachariah, number 3, please.
Okay, number 3. I will just take this call. Miles says a large number of candidates think it is okay to take telephone calls, text, etc. during an interview. It isn't.
Okay, thank you. Can't imagine anybody doing that. Abdullah, can you do the next one, please, number 4?
When asked where do you see yourself in 5 years, never say doing your job. As much as this might be a genuine answer, genuine
Yes.
answer, not says candidates should try to build a response around the experience they would like to have gained and the level of responsibility they would like to have, rather than threatening the interviewer's job.
Okay, thank you. All right, Amit, the next one, please.
5, right?
Yes, number 5.
My previous employer sucked. No matter how mind-numbingly boring those roles might have been, speaking badly of a previous employer is not only professional, but also reflects on your character. Data says your new employer will contact your former employer for references following an interview, so it's never wise to burn your bridges.
Okay. While we're reading, if you could turn off your mic if you're not the one reading, because we're getting a lot of noise through the microphones. That would be great. Thank you. Okay, number 6. Aladdin?
6. You make widgets. I thought you made cricket bats. Failing to research your prospective employer fully is a big faux pas.
Faux pas. It's French. It means mistake. Faux pas. Yes.
Saying you have looked at their websites is only marginally better. Employers expect far more research. Mills explains.
Great, thank you.
Hello.
Number 7.
Hi.
Okay,
can you hear me?
I can.
Oh my God! Finally.
The last time through, I couldn't hear you, but now I can hear you.
I had just a problem with the microphone, and
yeah, this happens. Yeah. Can you read number 7, please?
7. Okay. Bloody hell! Never swear in your interview. It can happen, especially if your interviewer is themselves prolific with the profanities, but don't let them set the standard of the interview and remain professional at all times.
Good, thank you.
For Malcolm.
Mohammed, number 8.
I was very good at sorting out peeps by using arts. Don't fall into the industry jargon of your previous employer or assume the interviewer knows anything about your experience. Perhaps advise instead speak clearly about your skills and experience to avoid any confusion or misunderstanding.
Good, thank you. Nasro, number 9.
Okay. Do I really have to wear that uniform?
Go ahead, that's good.
Any criticism of staff uniform will go down like a lead balloon. Do you think your interviewer enjoyed wearing that fluorescent green ensemble when they performed your role?
Okay, very nicely read. I like the expression you put into it. Very good. Okay, and the last one, number 10, Ria?
Yes. When asked, what do you expect to enjoy most about this role? Never reply with any of the following: the parks, the pay, lunch times, my co-workers, or the holidays. Not says.
Okay, thank you. Does everybody know what's meant by the perks?
These are special conditions that some companies offer.
Right? Can you give an example of a perk?
For example, training courses or language courses, maybe.
Good. Yeah, that's good ones. Or sometimes they will have maybe
seminars, yeah,
right?
Seminars, maybe.
Yeah, and it could be things like you get a company car.
Yeah, maybe.
Something like that too, yeah. Or maybe they have babysitting or a gym where you can do exercise, things like that. Those are all perks. Okay, good. So we're going to go to the next slide.
Okay, thank you. So
Okay. I just have to close this one and open my other screen share again. What happened to it? I think somebody has their Verbling window open because I'm hearing echoes. If you could make sure that your Verbling window is closed, that will be good. All right, there we go. Okay. So let's check our understanding. According to Corinne Mills, what were the 3 instances of interviewees saying the wrong thing? Number 1, anybody? What was the first thing that got said? According to Corinne Mills.
When a person was asked that why he wanted the job, then he answered that his mom thought that it was a good idea.
Okay, good. Yeah, not a great thing to say. What was the second one? Anybody?
It was, sorry I was late.
No, we're looking on the first page. Corinne Mills.
Okay.
She said a few things that she had heard from people. There were 3. So the first one was because my mom thought it was a good idea.
Okay. Let me look at it. When they talk about the spare time, they said to go to the pub.
There's one before that.
Because it will pay the rent. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
It'll pay the rent.
Yeah.
There he goes. It'll pay the rent while I look for a job I really want to do. You can imagine an employer would not feel too good about that. Silly things to say.
Has
and the last
really
one was
said that?
apparently yes. According to Corinne Mills, these were things that she remembers different employees saying in an interview. Okay, and the third one was
to go to the pub. Yeah.
Anybody? Yeah, to go. I like to go to the pub in my spare time. Good, excellent. On number 2, what 2 topics should candidates avoid discussing?
Religion and politics.
Okay. Religion, politics. Okay. Do you remember why you're not supposed to talk about religion and politics?
Maybe your employer do not share the same point of view.
Yeah.
Like you or like the employee.
Yeah, good. Okay. Why should you never speak badly about a former boss? Anybody? Ria?
Because it's very unprofessional.
Yes.
And it reflects that you are not very professional.
Okay. Anything else? What is your new employer going to do if he's interested in you as a candidate? What is
they can contact your boss for getting references about you.
Yeah. Right. Okay. All right. It's unprofessional, and a new employer is going to check your references. Okay. Now, each one of you, what do you think is the worst answer of the 10 listed in the article? On those 10 points, which one do you think is the worst answer? Okay, Abdullah, what do you think was your worst?
The worst answer? I would say... Yeah, My previous employer sucked.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure no prospective employer wants to hear that one.
Yeah.
Because he's thinking, yeah, what are you going to say about me if you leave this company?
Yeah.
Not a good thing. Many different things. Amit, what do you think? What was the worst one for you?
I would say probably bloody hell.
Oh, yeah, swearing in your interview. I can't imagine doing any of these things, but I guess it happens. These are the top 10. So it says probably there's more. Fifi?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, which one do you think is the worst out of those 10?
Can you tell me where you're reading that from? I didn't get the paper or the page that you sent.
In the Verbling chat window, there's a link under my name, and you can get the page there. And I'll back you. Okay, you want to take that? You see the link, Fifi? Yeah,
I have
Ria's put
posted
it
the
on
link.
again. Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, I'll come back to you, Fifi. Mohammed, what do you think was the worst? Mohammed, are you there?
Yes. For me, do I really have to wear that uniform?
Okay, yeah, wearing the uniforms. Nazra, what about you?
I think it's the first one. Sorry I'm late. Because personally,
yeah.
I don't like people who doesn't have punctuality.
Right. Good use of the word punctuality. I like it. Ria.
Yes. I think it's really bad if you don't research enough about the company, because it shows that you are not at all interested.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good one too. Stas?
Yes.
What do you think was the worst out of the 10?
Oh.
Have to think about it for a minute.
I don't know to say about.
Okay, that's all right. Fifi.
Yes.
Have you got your favorite worst one?
The worst one?
Yes.
From the 10?
Yeah, from the things the
Oh my god.
Somebody.
You know,
They're
your
all
voice
bad.
just like I'm hearing your voice just like a robot.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Oh my god, I have a problem here. I don't know what's happening.
You're nice and clear.
Well, I think the worst is my previous employer sacked.
Okay, yeah, that's a really bad one. Zachariah?
Yes, I think the worst number 3. I'll just take this call.
Yeah, that one was my favorite too. I think I just can't imagine anybody in an interview going, "Oh, wait a minute, I got to do a text," or "Oh, somebody just called me. Excuse me for a minute." Can you imagine? It's crazy. Oh dear. Okay, so let's take a look at some questions that you might be asked on an interview. If I can find them. Here we go. Nope, that's not them either. Okay. Pardon me for a minute here, getting my screens all mixed up. Okay. Sometimes the easiest questions or the most simple questions are some of the hardest to answer, because these basic interview questions are not about the job so much as they are about you. So you have to talk about yourself, and you have to figure out a good way of putting yourself in a good light, because some of these questions are tricky. So let's go through a few of them. The first one that many employers will ask right off the bat is, tell me a little about yourself. This is an open-ended question. There's no right answer to this question, but you still have to talk about yourself and put yourself in a really good light. So this was all taken from a website called talkenglish.com. And if you want to go to that website, I think I have it posted along with this lesson. But on my screen share, I've got the main points that the author has said about these questions. So you should take this opportunity to show your communication skills by speaking clearly and concisely in an organized manner. Because there is no right or wrong answer for this question, it's important to appear friendly. Now, he's given us some samples, and I'll get different people to read them. Abdullah, can you read number 1?
Wait a second. Here we are.
Okay.
I attended MIT where I majored in electrical engineering. My hobbies include basketball, reading novels, and hiking.
Okay. Now, this fellow, do you think that he's already in business, or is he just coming out of school?
He just came out of school, I think. Yeah.
Yes, because he doesn't mention anything about his work.
Yeah,
So he probably hasn't had any work in the field yet. Okay, good. Thank you. Ahmed, can you read the next one?
Yeah. I grew up in Korea and studied accounting. I worked at an accounting firm for 2 years, and I enjoy bicycling and jogging.
Okay, so chances are this fellow, well, obviously, he says he's worked already at an accounting firm. What kind of a job do you think he's going for, based on what he said here?
Well, after studying accounting, he tells that he has worked in a accounting firm for 2 years, so he's probably looking forward of this kind of job, probably accounting.
Yes, so probably, according to this, he's probably applying for another job in accounting. Good. Okay, Fifi, can you read the next one?
Which number?
Well, it's under the examples. We're at number 3. I'm uneasy.
Where exactly? I'm an easygoing person that works well with everyone. I enjoy being around different types of people, and I like to always challenge myself to improve at everything I do.
Okay, so what do you think this person has in the way of education?
I think he's so ambitious.
He's ambitious, or she's ambitious, but what about their education? Do you think that they have gone to university?
Yes, I think.
You think so?
Yes.
Why didn't the person mention it?
Because he's talking about himself. Yeah, I mean.
Okay, all of these.
And his feelings being with or among his friends, like he is so. I don't know how to say it, but he enjoys being around different types of people, as he mentioned or she mentioned.
Okay, so what I see in this is a person who probably hasn't had university, because he doesn't say that he does. What he tries to do is stress his best points. So if you can't talk about having been to university and gotten a degree in something, then the best thing to do is talk about your strengths. So this person's strength is that he's easygoing, he likes to be with people, he likes to challenge himself. So he's putting out there what he's best at and trying to downplay the things that he may not have, such as a university degree.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think he didn't get the university, or
possibly not. We don't know. Maybe he did, but he's not telling us in this particular example. So if I were an employer, I would be wondering why he hasn't talked about that. Now, it may be that it's in his resume already, so he feels that it isn't important to discuss that at this time. Okay, good. We'll go on to the next one. Oh, hello, Gary. Welcome to class. Are you there?
Thank you, teacher. I'm here.
Okay, good. Can you do the next one, starting with I'm a hard worker?
But, sorry, I don't have yet the link.
Oh, okay. If somebody...
I have come back now.
Yeah, I think the link has been posted by Aladdin. But otherwise, it's on the screen share as well. So if you look at the screen share, it's the 1, 2, 3, 4th.
Which one?
The 4th one. Starts with I'm a hard worker.
Okay, I'm a hard worker, and I like to take on a variety of challenges. I like pets, and in my
spare.
In my opinion, my spare. It's not clear for me.
Okay. Maybe it'll clear in a
Spare
second.
time.
There it is.
Yes. And in my spare time, I like to relax and read the newspaper.
Okay. Good, thank you. And Mohammed, can you read the last one, please?
Okay. I have always liked being balanced. When I work, I want to work hard, and outside of work, I like to engage in my personal activities such as golfing and fishing.
Okay, good, thank you. Now, having looked at all of those examples, which one do you think is the best example of answering the question, tell me a little bit about yourself?
I think is the last one.
Okay. Anybody else got an...
I think the one that you told me to read.
Okay, good. Anybody else?
Yes, I think the last one too.
Okay. All right, so in both of those cases, the last one and this one here, I'm an easygoing person, they're actually telling a lot more about themselves. This person talks about the kind of person that they are. Whereas these ones are telling more about what they did. You know, this is what I did. I majored in electrical engineering. And we get a little bit about his hobbies. There's some little bit about a hobby here, bicycling and jogging, but mostly about where he worked and what he studied. I like pets, and in my spare time I like to relax and read the newspaper. Well, you can just imagine he doesn't do that all the time. And if he does, what a boring person. Okay, and this one talks about being balanced. Yeah. So I agree. I think the third one and the fifth one are probably the best examples. Okay, so I'm showing you these, excuse me, these examples because tomorrow I want you all to have written something about yourselves. When I ask that question, I want everybody to have a really good answer for tell me a little bit about yourself. Okay, so go on to another question. We've got a ton of these questions. They go on and on and on. And you'll have to let me know how many of these questions we want to do. So I can make this an ongoing thing every morning during the week at 9 o'clock, and we can do a few more questions at a time if you want. But you can let me know near the end of the session here. So what are your strengths? This is another really common question that you'll find on that interviewers will ask you. So this is how you think about your own strengths, what you're good at. So you can read here, this is a popular interview question. They want to know what you think of yourself. Although this is a general question, there is a wrong and right answer. The wrong answer is a generic answer saying you are organized and friendly. Although it will not hurt you during an interview, it will certainly not help you either. Answer this question based on the type of job you are applying for. So some examples. Where did I leave off? Nazro, can you read the first one?
I believe my strongest trait is my attention to detail. This trait has helped me
tremendously.
It's a very hard word. Tremendously.
Yes, beautifully done.
Tremendously in this field of work.
Okay. Do you understand the word trait? Okay, trait.
So.
All right. So this is part of your personality. You may have a trait for music, like an aptitude for music. In this case, his trait, his aptitude is an attention to detail. So he's
sign. Is it a sign?
I'm sorry?
Is it a sign like sign or?
Can you just write that in the chat box so I can see what
sign? It is pronounced as IGN.
Oh, sign.
Yes.
Not really. No, I wouldn't. It's more like an aptitude, a trait. It's just part of your personality.
Okay.
A sign is something that you can see outwardly more than something that's inside. Okay. Good.
And tremendously.
Yes. Oh, tremendously. It means
tremendously. Yes, like tremendous.
A lot. It helped me a lot in this field of work. So hugely, or it's large.
Extremely, or
extremely.
Quite.
That's another good word.
Quite.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. The next one. Who read that one? Who read the first one? Was it Nazro?
Me. Yeah.
Okay. Twy, hello. Twy, are you there? Oh, okay. Zachariah, can you do number 2, please?
Okay. I've always been a great team player. I am good at keeping a team together and producing quality work in a team environment.
Okay, good, thank you. So in this case, he's talking about being good in himself with attention to detail. And in this one, he's talking about being part of a team and that he likes to be part of the team and he's good at it. You would stress being a team player if you knew that the job you are applying for required being a team player. Okay. All of these are going to be targeted to the kind of job that you're going for. Okay, Abdullah, can you read number 3, please?
Number 2. After having, or
That's
okay,
right.
okay. After having worked for a couple of years, I realized my strength is accomplishing a large amount of work within a short period of time. I get things done on time, and my manager always appreciates it.
Okay, good. All right. So lots of work. This guy is a workhorse. Good.
Yeah.
Amit, number 4.
My strongest trait is in customer service. I listen and pay close attention to my customers' needs, and I make sure they are more than satisfied.
Good. Okay. So each of these is stressing one point. Now, it could be that you would do a few of them, depending on what you are applying to do, what your job is going to be. So obviously this one, he's probably applying for a job where he will be dealing with customers. So when you're planning your answers to these kinds of questions, and it's a really good idea to have them planned in advance, because if you get in there and you haven't thought of that question, it's going to take you a while to figure out an answer to it, and you may answer not very well. Okay, so we'll go on to another one. What are your weaknesses? Weaknesses are harder than your strengths.
Weaknesses.
Yes, weaknesses.
Yes. Points of weak, like mine.
Yeah, when you have to try and come up with a weakness, but
Yes.
you have to come up with a weakness where you can almost make it look like a strength. So it's a tricky one, and it's really good to plan for this one. Almost every interview will ask this question. So for this answer, yeah, go ahead.
I think naming your weaknesses, it's much easier than naming your strengths, in my opinion.
But you have to make those weaknesses seem like they're not weaknesses.
Well, that's also difficult.
That's what's hard about it. You don't want to just say, yeah, well, actually, you know, I'm not really good at being on time. Or you don't want to say that.
I see.
You don't want to just come out with, yeah, I'm really bad with people. You know,
Okay.
I'm always in conflict with people. You're not going to say those kinds of things. So let's take a look at what we will say. Okay, here we go. Who's next? I think it's Fifi. Can you read the first one, please?
Okay. This might be bad, but in college I found that I procrastinated a lot. I realized this problem, and I'm working on it by finishing my work ahead of schedule.
Schedule, yes. The word is procrastinated. And does anybody know what that means?
To put off something?
Yes, that's right. You're putting it off and putting it off. And you get down to the very last, and then you're cramming trying to get it in.
Yeah.
So that's procrastination. So in this example, he's given what his problem is, you know, putting things off. But he's showing that he knows that this is a problem, and he's also showing that he knows how to make it better. So he's already saying that he's making sure he finishes his work ahead of schedule. So he's trying to mitigate that problem, make it so that it's not a problem anymore. Okay. Gary, are you there? I'm still not hearing from Gary. Mohammed, can you read the second one, please?
Okay. I feel my weakness is not being detail-oriented enough. I am a person that wants to accomplish as much as possible. I realize that hurts the quality, and I am currently working on finding a balance between quantity and quality.
Okay. Good. So I think that one's fairly self-explanatory. He's basically, he makes mistakes, is what he's saying here. He's not detail-oriented. So that means when he does the job, he does it quickly, but not very accurately. So again, he's trying to say that he understands his problem and he knows how to fix it. Okay. Nazro, can you do the next one, please?
The third one.
Yes.
I feel my English ability is my weakest trait. I know this trait.
Yes.
I know this is only a temporary problem. I'm definitely studying hard to communicate.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll correct in a minute. Continue.
Definitely studying hard to communicate more effectively.
Okay, so it's definitely.
Definitely.
Definitely. Very nice. Okay, good. All right, so when you go in, if you find you have an accent, it's going to be obvious that English is not your first language. It's best to acknowledge that and to let the employer know that you are working on it, as all of you people are working on it since you're here. Great.
Yay.
Okay. Twy, are you here? Oh, not getting anything from Zechariah. The last one, please.
Okay. The weakest trait I struggled with was not asking for help. I always try to solve my own problems instead of asking a coworker who might know the answer. This would save me more time and I would be more efficient. I am working on knowing when it would be beneficial to ask for help.
Okay, good. So in all of these examples, the interesting thing and the thing you need to remember is that if you have a problem, if you've got a weakness and you're sharing it with the employer, make sure that you have also shared that you're working on it and how you are working on it. Not just, yeah, I'm really bad at being on time, but I'm working on it. That doesn't tell the employer enough. You have to explain to him how you are working on it, what you are doing, what concrete things are you doing to make it better. Okay? All right, so, man, maybe we can at least look at the next one. We won't be able to go through the examples. We don't have enough time. But this one is, what are your short-term goals? This question primarily depends on where you are in your career. A person with 5 years of experience will have different short-term goals than a person with no work experience. So we can't go into the examples, but there is the website. Does everybody have the link for the website?
Which website?
It's what was
Did
it?
you
I think
put
it's
it in the chat box?
maybe somebody could. It was attached to the. All right. Well, on my Facebook page after the class, I will post the link on my Facebook page so that you can do it. I would like for tomorrow if everybody could come with answers to the questions that we've covered. Okay, so it's what are your short-term goals? What are your weaknesses? What are your strengths? And tell me a little about yourself. So for those questions, if you can prepare answers, and each one of us will read them out. I'll be the interviewer and I'll ask you all, and then we'll critique each other's and see if we can make really strong answers for those questions. Okay? Any questions before we go?
No.
Okay. Excellent.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. I'll see you tomorrow,
teacher?
hopefully. And
Teacher?
yes.
At what time will you be here tomorrow?
The same time as today.
All right.
Whatever that is for you. It's 9 o'clock in the morning for me, but obviously it will be different for everybody, but it will be the same time as now. Okay?
Is it 9 o'clock there? Oh my god.
Not now. It's 10 o'clock in the morning now.
Oh.
Yes.
Good. Okay.
Okay,
2
great.
o'clock now. Okay.
All right. So we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Uh,